Welcome to The Checkout. We catch up with previous Add to Cart guests and ask them 5 quick questions to get to know them better and leave you with a little extra inspiration to get you through your Friday.
Today's Checkout features founder and CEO of Particular Audience, James Taylor. Particular Audience is an Australian technology platform helping e-commerce retailers create a more intuitive and personalised shopping experience through merchandise, search, and advertising. They now boast clients including The Good Guys, Singapore Airlines, and Calvin Klein, and across territories including Australia, US, UK, and Canada. Since 2019, they've raised $13.5 million in investment and are set to continue this growth. James, we have learnt a lot around Particular Audience and personalised targeting via product. We're here to learn a little bit more about you. All right, I've got 5 questions for you. Number 1. What is the weirdest thing that you've ever bought online?
It's probably nothing too weird to buy online. These ill-fitting shoes are pretty weird.
On purpose?
Just pretty useless once you got them.
Oh, I hate returning anything. And that's probably a rant for another day.
And they're terrible at returning, hey?
Oh, horrible. I've literally, you can't see it in my office right now. You can see me on Zoom. I'm facing the back wall, but under this desk here is just boxes and boxes full of stuff waiting to be returned, and I'm just too lazy to do it at the moment. All right, number 2. Who is your favourite retailer?
The Good Guys.
Why?
Long-standing client. They describe us as their innovation arm, so very close to them. And I think they do a fantastic job. You wouldn't think receiving a fridge is that easy, but I think they do a really great job at the whole delivery experience.
I find that The Good Guys they support a lot of Australian up-and-coming technology in the e-commerce space. Are you finding that with them?
Yeah, they're great. They're super engaged, and they're always wanting to do new stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that appetite's great, and it sets them a really good step for success.
Nice. Which e-commerce practice do you wish was history?
Grouping customers by broad segments.
Well, our CRM managers are covering their ears right now.
Well, there are API-based technologies that they can access slightly better ways to do it.
Yeah. Okay. And number 4, you had a great recommendation actually in our main chat, but can you recommend a book or a podcast that our listeners could immediately get into?
I am really enjoying Andrew Chen's The Cold Start Problem at the moment. I think the e-commerce industry as a whole could benefit from a deeper sort of prescriptive understanding of network effects and how it can impact their businesses. So it's an interesting read, and it's a sort of practical read.
Why is it called The Cold Start?
Well, I think the perception is that when you have a network effects business, it just takes off. But that's not true. You have to get that initial atomic network, as he calls it, going.
Yeah.
You look at something like Afterpay, and of course it did fantastically well from having the Afterpay brand on hundreds and then thousands and then tens of thousands of websites. But to get that sort of first initial set of exposure and therefore users is a challenging thing. And you typically have 2 sides to a network, the hard side and the easy side.
Okay.
Pretty cold start.
Beautiful. Andrew Chen's The Cold Start. Number 5, finish this sentence. The future of retail is?
Contextual, relevant, and available everywhere.
Beautiful. Anyone doing that today, do you think?
I think that there is a lot of trend towards contextual commerce. The fact that you still have to manually set an item to sell in Instagram, for example, says that we're still very early in that journey. I mean, retailers used to have to manually merchandise websites as well, but they don't have to do that anymore. There's intelligent ways to automate that placement. With Similar Ink, a Chrome extension, that example of when you go to a YouTube review and it shows you where you can buy that item, well, that's all automatic. It shouldn't be manual. So I think that kind of automatic, relevant contextual commerce is going to increasingly be part of our experience on the web, especially as advertising becomes less part of our experience on the web.
Brilliant. I love those thoughts. James, thank you for joining us on The Checkout.
Thanks, Dave.
To hear more from James, jump back into episode 154, where James shares why he thinks the future of website personalization is in product intent rather than in customer cohorts. Pretty scary for some of our CRM managers, right? We also dive into his particular audience journey, their plans for their B2C product called Similar, and we look at what the future of data privacy means for retailers. Thanks for listening, and until next time, keep adding to cart.